Everybody doing? I hope all is well. Just giving you an update. It's Tuesday, July 1st, and there's only a number of days before the 4th of July. Very important day for BallotAI. It was last 4th that I pumped the token, and I was getting everybody excited, putting my own hard capital into it, only to see it get rugged by the dev just months later. Well, things are turning up. I'm about to get what are called trade lines for my personal credit, which are going to expand my personal credit profile. From there, I'm going to have applications going forward for my personal credit to get some new 0% interest credit cards. And I have an agency, a credit agency behind me 100%. The owner of the agency loves my ideas. He said himself that he was political and conservative Republican, and agrees that we need to take California back from the socialists. So the ideas of having conservative leaning ballot measures is something that appealed to him. And he gave me his own company's personal trade lines, or a loan for the personal trade lines, which is huge because he doesn't normally do that until he really I guess, works with people or something of this nature. But it made me feel very special, and I'm grateful for that. So I'm going to take the opportunity. I'm going to get these trade lines. And then as that is acquired, I get my personal credit up, we're going to be applying for business credit. And from my business credit, when I'm looking to get 150 to 300K or more, I'm going to take 10,000 of that, and I'm going to sue the developer. Very much looking forward to getting the 90K back, or 100K, whatever we can get. I have a powerful legal team that focuses on cybercrime. I'm looking into hiring, called payback.com. And I think that we're going to be a success with that. That's just 10K. I need to take it. It's a risk. I could lose it. I could write it off my taxes as a loss. The rest of the money is going to be completely focused on developing profits for the EcoLIFT and the United Petitioners. Two projects that work hand in hand, developing value for the world as utilities and delivering an opportunity for entrepreneurs to capitalize on developing a local economy, helping local charities and nonprofits, in fact, to make passive income for life off of every sale at locally owned businesses, just like the credit card companies do. But we're giving that to the entrepreneurs, and we're going to be paying better than any of these other credit card processing machines pay their people as well. I have a contract with credit card processing machines. I have a contract with some other merchant services, such as internet services, security services, and a healthcare offer that is really interesting. It's amazing, but there's so many federal funds that have not been distributed to the business owners and also to homeowners. I'm taking both of those into account. We're going to be empowering business owners to promote solar to the community and to earn off of the solar commissions and the healthcare options that they can also profit from. Finding other referrals, as we will be going to nonprofits. I'm going to be targeting a couple key nonprofits here in town to get it started, finding their business associates and getting them a healthcare discount. Very much into holistic health. I don't take any pharmaceuticals, never been to a doctor other than for a tetanus shot when I was a teen. All right. And health insurance makes sense because if someone gets into a car accident, they have a broken femur, you're going to need some surgery. Randomly, things can come up. We live in the age of cancers and so many diseases. Things can come up that might, I feel there's a lot of holistic approaches, but you never know. Sometimes there are requirements for surgeries, and I think health insurance for that makes the most sense. Even someone myself that's really into holistic medicines can get behind it. There's 55% of the businesses that have not claimed Affordable Care Act discounts for their health insurance. Ironically, even health agencies, like one of my partners, Mark, who got me originally into this coupon fundraising idea to help local schools and charities in Clearwater before I evolved it and took over the reins to move forward. He's working in this health insurance space and found a health clinic that themselves have not taken this Affordable Care Act money. And again, it's like over 50% of the businesses. All right. That's insane. And because they haven't claimed it, it's a huge opportunity for entrepreneurs to bring it to business owners and get passive income for life off the health insurance plan without even needing a health insurance license. So that's really interesting to me. And I'm working on getting certified for health and life insurance anyway. Life insurance will tremendously impact both my business plans. I want to have insurance for the business, so if anything happens to me, the businesses can move forward, especially with BallotAI. I've been told by people that, hey, you need to watch out. You're doing something so radical that those elite aren't going to be very happy about that. And they might try to snipe you or take you out some other way. I've been told this multiple times. And for me, that's cowardice. For me, that's just weak-minded people that think that I should worry and not speak truth to power because there are people in power that would be regulated by the actual general voting public, who are the majority, by the way. And to me, that's outrageous that I'm promoting something nonviolent based on education and awareness of how our Constitution works, and that I should be worried for my life. Nonetheless, it is such a radical idea opposed to the political party hierarchies that goes beyond political parties, that there certainly could be some powerful politicians or bureaucrats profiting off of the greed and corruption in the system that would threaten my life, and life insurance would make sense. I would get a massive life insurance policy for my son and my business upon being certified, and just starting to make that life insurance money as a contingency plan in my life in general. So all of these things are moving forward. I'm really trying to get through the final courses by July 12th. That's a very short deadline I'm putting on myself. Otherwise, my birthday on the 22nd would be huge. I want to make this a commitment to my future and my son, my family, just to be on top of my financials with this new financial insurance certifications, which is a great, personal finance area to focus on and to help others that would also like to get into these fields. But it goes into the EcoLIFT project. This is about helping the small businesses and nonprofits benefit from creating economic localization. And I'm launching this. There's going to be a token launch very soon. I'm planning on doing this before the 4th. So I'm studying around the clock. And from my last video, I was mentioning I'm getting into AI and automation. And success, I launched the first couple chatbots. And I'm just testing it out. I'm not being billed yet. I'm just testing out the waters here. But I have a chatbot on my Instagram and on a Facebook page. And it's so cool. Like, as soon as someone comments on the Facebook page video, it sends them a DM message right away and starts communicating with them and walks them through the process to get involved. And I'm going to be continuously learning as I expand my chatbot knowledge. I want a chatbot everywhere. I want a chatbot on my website, chatbot on Instagram, ideally on TikTok. They're not ready for the US yet. X would be amazing. They don't have that, but Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, which I might as well, Telegram. I have a Telegram group, so I'll be using that. I started playing around with it, just working to figure out how to customize it, what I'm really looking for. I might ask the GPT for some ideas. I have some ideas, but we'll see. I got into a roadblock. I was up super late last night, and I'm just grinding, working through the week. And that being said, I don't want to spend too much time making this live video or doing videos because I have so much to do. But I love what I'm doing. I have 2 different bot programs. I actually have to call these agencies. One of them, meeting with one of them tomorrow to do like a done-for-you setup to help target the businesses here in town for AI marketing, which will be huge. And just learning more and more about AI, just learning some new tools. I still have some other courses to finish. It's super exciting. It ties into everything I'm doing with EcoLIFT and BallotAI. I created a fundraiser. I'm about to put some paid ads out. I found out my Facebook profile is banned from doing paid ads because of what they call disinformation. During the whole COVID times, I was just loud, okay? I'm not holding anything back. Sharing all the YouTubes before they got banned, sharing videos from banned videos, sharing all kinds of content that's controversial that later I've been justified in sharing. There's so many studies that show the various problems with this so-called medical procedure. It's crazy. Even when Zuckerberg said that he's going to reverse his stances on this stuff, that guy is so cheap. I want to beat the crap out of him in his jiu-jitsu tournament or whatever he wants to fight. He is such a liar. I want to see the fight between Elon Musk and Zuck. They hyped this up a while back. I don't know if that's actually going to ever happen. I don't think it is. But Zuckerberg is a liar because I can't do a business post. I can't pay for an advertisement. It said it's indefinite. That means my whole Facebook profile that I've been going for years, one of my oldest emails, is practically worthless, for 100% worthless for business. Every single page that I created with that profile, I now need to systematically extract the information, delete it, and create a new one on a new Facebook profile just so I can do paid ads, which is insane. I'm so sick of them. I'd get off of Facebook, but I have a huge following. I think the groups feature is great. X.com is really what I want to focus. So I'm here on X at Liberty Economy. I'm doing live streams every day at noon. Yes, I was a couple minutes late today, but I'm not going to forget about you all. I'm also posting at Crypto Petitioners on Facebook. Again, one of those pages that I'm going to have to destroy because Facebook's policy against this disinformation, which is so bogus. They know this, and there's no way for me to appeal. So I just got to roll with the punches, though. It's okay. I'm on Twitch. I'm going to definitely get an account on banned videos, and YouTube is probably around the corner from censoring me too. But I'm on YouTube at Liberty Economy, and a few other pages. I'm also doing petitioner meme right now on X. I got to grow that account, and I got to grow the BallotAI account because that token is about to be verified. I'm also on Kick. I hope I have some followers on Kick. I look forward to growing the Kick and the Twitch community more. So if you didn't see me on Kick the other day, that's because I opened up another account. I'm only limited 8 with my channels unless I upgrade. It's very expensive. I might upgrade, but I need to get a lot of social media out there. I'm about to do token verification on the BallotAI. It's been too long. Why did I not verify it earlier? I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I want to get everything in order. Now the blog's released. I'm going to start, well, at least it's up and set up. I'm going to be putting a ton of blogs up there. I'm also going to start adding some on Reddit, see if I can get some community there. Medium as well for those technical blogs about the project. And I'm going to pay for the publication of those blogs before the 4th and launch this. One of the AI tools I have will go in there and take all the content from the blogs and rewrite new blog material, which is amazing. So I'm going to get into that and start focusing on SEO. I never really got into this, learning a lot about the Web 2 space while I build in Web 3 as well. Wow, I have so many things I'm doing all at the same time. No wonder I'm just working around the clock. But I love what I do, so I'm not going to stop. I'm going to not give up. This is my passion. I'm here to explain to the world that we can solve all the problems through economic localization and through direct democracy, a decentralized direct democracy controlled by the people. And we're launching the Yin Yang DAO, the fundraising, grassroots crowdfunding fundraiser sort of system, where we empower every individual to help fundraise behind the economic localization and the decentralized direct democracy, because everything is set in place to move forward rapidly. I just need funding. And I might as well give it back to you if you're going to partner in fundraising with me. I'm going to put some paid ads out there. I'm learning about AI and automations, see if I can get some other people that join to start learning about AI and automations and invest in this program because they can see how much it can make them. That who would want to stand by my side and be a partner in a $1 billion profiting potential business here, the EcoLIFT program, to replace all the credit card transaction fees in a community with donations, to get passive income for life from a cut from those transaction fees, and grow the EcoLIFT program and our liquidity pool. We can take a portion of that. We take 50 for the charities, 50% for the entrepreneurs. Spread will actually have a referral program, so 2 or 3 tiers there. And then we're going to have a portion for EcoLIFT. I'm actually just dawned on me, I visualize it. 10%, 10%, 10% tiers for referrals and 20% for the company. That's really a good, fair system of distributing the funds from the EcoLIFT portion, very similar to our Yin Yang DAO proportions, 20% for the company. This is going to empower us to grow a network of fundraisers that are generating a growing community of local businesses, not just capitalizing off of the transaction fee, but all of the other services we can offer, the healthcare, the solar, 2 federal systems of funding that have not been distributed to the homeowners and businesses. the internet service, the payment services, the security service. And I have a handful of services, even 0% interest loans, like what I'm tapping into to get my personal credit set up, get that business credit. And it's going to be huge. That's an in-demand industry right there. And so I empower you. If you're watching this, what are you not doing? Why are you not building your own dream business? Maybe you don't have a dream of something creative that you've come up with, like I have, and that's okay. You can partner with me and you can get these 0% interest loans, become a franchise owner in what I'm doing, and we can work together. We can assemble teams. All the best entrepreneurs I know work with teams. Why don't I have team members? I don't know. I put the word out there. I tell all my people. I tell the Facebook. I'm just not surrounding myself with enough of these productive people yet to make things happen. Although I'm connected to a few groups and I certainly can do some. I'm not trying to drive to Phoenix for the business mixers there right now, but there's some happening here in Tucson as well. So I will be definitely networking, bumping elbows with all the movers and shakers in the Tucson area. And a lot of my business is going to be internet marketing, scraping the emails, sending out emails and phones, texts, and referral marketing from the charities themselves, finding the charities and what business owners they want to bring in. That makes the most sense to me. And I have a proven system that worked. We got thousands of businesses in Florida ready to do the economic lift before the company could not follow through their technology and drop the ball. They did sell it to a fintech firm, hoping that would work. They also dropped the ball. I figured out the technology on my own with blockchain smart contracts, learned how to build and deploy smart contracts. I want to empower you with that skill too. It's not really like a skill. It's a little navigation online. You can use some no-code tools to do it. And upon doing it, you can build the economic lift. It's like it was made for this. I don't know who else is using those for other features. We can use that for the economic lift, specifically to split up payments directly to the business owner, the charity, and the entrepreneurs involved. So we're building this out regardless. It's going to happen. I'm going to seek a higher level of capital to get some shelf corporations as well, to see if I can get that $500,000, even that $1 million mark, so that I can get this C Corp and offer shares to people for these programs early and get investors the right way. It's definitely all doable, but it costs money. And so I'm leveraging my good personal credit. I even just paid off all my credit to zero today, feeling so good. I have no personal debt on my credit card. My credit score is starting to go up more, and it's going to be awesome. So I am massively in debt because of the scam by this guy, Petar, who's going to get sued. But that's business debt. It doesn't affect my personal credit. And the interest loans are not kicking in for a couple more months. So I'm really working to make things happen before the next couple months, get these business loans, start paying off those business loans, and save my company, Liberty Economy, from going bankrupt. At least when I file that litigation, I'll be well on my way. If the litigation doesn't work, I can declare bankruptcy so easily, and it's not going to be, a crisis at all, because they'll totally understand what happened. But it should work. I don't think he's going to be able to hide. I think that we're going to be able to subpoena him through Fiverr I did business with. They'll get through his bank. His bank will get his IP address for his phone, and we'll catch him. Now, he could switch phones. He could watch this. He could try to follow my steps. I don't think he is. But these crime investigators have other ways of catching people that are very high tech. And this guy is still trying to scam people and still using Fiverr, which makes me want to get another lawyer just to sue Fiverr for what they're allowing to happen. And I'm sure I'm not alone. We could be doing some research to find some people out there that got screwed by developers on Fiverr on blockchain projects who build backdoors. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens all the time. They're just letting this guy get away with it, even when I show them the code riddled with bugs after we got the audit. The audit didn't happen till later. But that being said, you understand where I'm at. Have you ever invested in something hoping to have someone build something for you and they ripped you off? It's happened to me too many times. It makes me just really want to be a coder, or one of these new vibe coders I'm getting into. I started building an app on that. In fact, I started building my next version of the petition apps on there. The AI, BallotAI, though, it's a little too technical for it, I believe, or else I'd end up just pouring, who knows, thousands of dollars with no kind of checks and balances to really know what it's doing, because I don't read the code yet. I want to get into that, but yeah, it makes me just want to code myself, because I'm so sick of being screwed by them. And I'm going to write that story when I publish these blogs and I do the launch. I hope people recognize I'm someone who doesn't give up, who learns from every mistake. And I've got a bad hand dealt to me, but it's meant to make me stronger. And every challenge is meant to empower me. Now I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what my goals are. Once I get that new staking contract, I'm paying the $10,000 for a name brand auditing company to actually audit that and give people confidence that they can stake with me and not lose. Fortunately, my community did not lose that much. I lost most of it because I wasn't even promoting yet. I had like a handful of people that lost. 10 people left the community. Most of the people were still holding the wallets and the token, just saw the token value drop, but they did not have the tokens stolen. I now have 25% of the tokens. That's more than enough to pay everyone back. I'm keeping people on hold until we get some other things going. But I have all the funds to pay people back the tokens that they're owed. I'm owed $1 million here, a couple million here to people, but we're going to make it work. And it's going to be great. So I'm going to be focusing on my productivity for the rest of the day. I hope that you all enjoyed the little episode to understand where I'm at. Very exciting. Now I have some chat bots. I'm going to be working on more. Next one's going to be on the website. That will be evident. I'll connect the website to the proper social medias. And I think that destroying my Facebook page is not like a bad thing. Well, it's not like I need to destroy it. I just can't use it. I think it's going to be okay because it's getting me through the hurdle and I can consolidate my projects and ideas to new pages and just start getting a new following the right way. And it's going to work out just fine. So that being said, I hope you all are having a good one. And if you're looking forward to the July 4th launch, get some BallotAI tokens on Meteor Dex if you want to be early or not. Save me the heartache of people selling when we haven't even launched yet because it hurts. Like I don't take it too personally, but it's like you don't get it. You can make a little profit now. We can get that liquidity up and launch our utility, and then it's going to go up regardless. That's why I don't care if I lose money temporarily, because the $1 billion it's going to make on the back end once I put about 30K into the AI development, which I know we can accomplish, and put audits through that and all that, probably about 40K, 50K. This dream's going to come alive. The guy that wants to build it is amazing. He's done some work for me in the past and helped out. And I have Kayla, my blockchain dev, just did an amazing job with the Yin Yang DAO bot. I've posted links on some of the other videos. I'll have to go through and update all of that. I'm going to work on just systematically streamlining all my social media, and it's going to take some work, but it's going to be great. I want you to check out Yin Yang DAO. It's a great resource. I give you free information starting with stablecoin pools to capture gains. If you have not made any gains yet with Bitcoin at the highest point it's ever been, you clearly have not been paying attention to me when I was telling you to buy from 1600. Back 2 years ago on Bitcoin's birthday, I told everyone on my Facebook, I swapped my stable coins. I was mining the whole bear market into Bitcoin on Bitcoin's birthday, timed the bottom like a pro. I've been gaining, putting more crypto away for myself. I have a bigger crypto bag than I've ever had, and it's great. And it's not even going into the parabolic phase yet. So I'm excited about that. If you have not taken any gains, you're missing out. You got to take your gains to buy the dips at all levels of these dips. There's a resistance point. I'll buy that dip with my stable coins. I give you 11 to 16% right away when you join Yin Yang DAO. In fact, before you join, just to show you that the proof is there, that this is real. I'm giving the value away because I've heard that it works. I'm also showing you some amazing aspects of this SONIC ecosystem. I have a referral link for that. I want you to check it out on my x.com profile. Send me a link, because if you want to get the airdrops for season 2, you need the referral link to share with others as well. And it benefits my project. The economic lift is going to be on SONIC. It was supposed to be on Phantom, but SONIC evolved from Phantom, so we are evolving with it. Now I'm exploring the whole SONIC ecosystem, and I'll be delivering a lot of alpha about SONIC ecosystem continuously for economic lift. But we're also branching out to Arbitrum and the other chains on Ethereum networks, like Base Chain is a huge one, and we're building a huge EVM network of layer 2s. And then we're going to other layer ones as well that compete with Ethereum and Solana. And we're building on those, and we're finding stablecoin farms. When you pay your way in, when you invite just 3 people, you get to the next tier, and you're going to get 22% APY. That's what it just was when I checked the other day. It's probably still hovering around 22, 21. 22% APY on stablecoins. And when those 3 invite 3 more, I'm going to get you to the next tier. And it goes up about 10%, 20, then we're going to get in 30s, then 40s, and 50s, 60s, and 70% APY on stablecoins. It might come from a blockchain you've never even heard of. It's usually the new ones that deliver the highest coin yield. I created this proprietary method I didn't hear anyone else talking about specifically, and I'm doing this as a way for EcoLIFT to be a success, to segue people into crypto safely, to understand they can get massive amount of yield on stablecoins from these protocols safely, with full control over their money at all times, full liquidity, and from a diverse pool of stablecoin farms, we can have massive amounts of growth. People can take their interest and buy the volatile tokens and start experimenting with it. But the whole point is to know how to navigate these bridges and navigate these chains, so people could then spend those stablecoins at local businesses, and right there at that spot, get the charity their donation, get their school their donation, whatever they're fundraising for, and build the program of economic localization. Great case studies in there. I'll be doing a lot of blogs about each case study in depth. And I hope you check out those white papers and see what UpLIFT is all about. See about this yin yang DAO, United Petitioners and Local Incentive Financial Technology, Up and Lift, or Lift and Up. And they work together like yin and yang. So taking my years of martial arts training, studying Chinese medicine, studying the DAO, and I'm applying it to politics, how we can beat the system without force or violence, just ourselves organically, communicating with our neighbors in a voluntary way about the solutions and how we can implement them with the power of the pen. It's mightier than the sword, mightier than standing armies. We can create legislation. We can litigate with a citizen grand jury that's available in 6 states against all the most sincerely corrupt issues we need to address. I say like sincerely corrupt because like the most highest levels of corruption that exist that no one's talking about enough still to this day can be litigated against with the citizen grand jury. We're missing out because people are ignorant, because they don't know about their very rights. Even constitutional scholars don't talk about this stuff. Why? You can look it up on BallotAI. You can go to the elections offices and find the resources to see this information's right in front of your nose, right in front of your eyes, right there. It's available for you and the people to take advantage of this opportunity and destroy the corruption in government for good and have a constitutional republic the way it was intended. We can put better candidates on the ballot, although we don't need them. We can bypass them, but that nomination process is another ballot process. We also have the referendum to block bad laws, to block those bad laws immediately and delay them for a couple of years, letting the people decide later. The most powerful form of civic activism. Initiatives, referenda, citizen grand jury, nomination for maybe some direct democracy candidates, blockchain candidates we need, libertarians, people that will help unite the left and the right about common sense ideas that don't require force or violence. And we also need the recall to remove all of the corrupt actors, all of those corrupt political actors. Remove them for good with the recall process. That's the most difficult to attain. But it can be done when we have strength in numbers. When we have a critical mass, we can put all of these ideas on the ballot for every single policy. We can have an initiative to fix every single problem in our state, and a referendum to block every bad law they're trying to put forward. Recall every corrupt politician. We can do that with strength in numbers when we have a critical mass. If we just had even what the Libertarian Party has as a party, we could flood the ballot with every single initiative to fulfill all of their design goals. All of their rhetoric of what they believe they want to have for this country is essentially a show, because they themselves don't understand political sciences to recognize they could empower the people instead of running for office. Or they could run for office on the platform of empowering the people, which would be even better, but that doesn't ever rarely happen. I have some books on direct democracy. It has happened. There's some history of candidates running on those platforms, but not enough. And it will be the future. It is the design. It is the final revolution. that does not require violence. It is the evolution of our civic state where the people are in control, taking action. And when we have a critical mass equivalent to the amount of signers necessary, which happens to be the same amount required for a party, we could flood the ballot with every single policy change. Every single one of these policies pretends that they are about. Democratic Party is not democratic. Leave them. The Republican Party, they're doing what they can. Not good enough. They're also not empowering you. I'm from the ancestry of Abraham Lincoln. I am the next generation of leader. I am for a model of direct democracy that establishes republicanism in a way that no Republican system today without checks and balances from direct democracy can ever be, because it is inherently corrupt when power consolidates at the top. And, I don't do enough research into the corruption of each Republican candidate, but we should. And I'll draw from the Democrats from that. The Democrats have some value to offer. They are just a broken party in a broken system that is not democratic. I like the Kennedy family when we had, the amazing, JFK and RFK, incredibly, who sued Monsanto. Amazing what they've done for politics. But he had to leave the Democratic Party and his whole family turned against him because he was so concerned about children's health. And rightfully so. He did the research other people ignored. I was here on the floor filing ballots in Arizona to label GMOs and then to ban neonicotinoids and glyphosate and chlorofluorus and other just harmful chemicals that are in our environment that kill the bats and the birds and all the pollinators, the moths and butterflies and bees. I was doing that here in Arizona. And, it was disheartening. I did not have the social media outreach. I did not have the community to say, wow, Nico, you're doing a lot. Let me get behind you and see how I can help. I did not get that from anybody. It makes me really just abandon the world. I become a Hare Krishna. I was like, what the heck is this material world about? And the people that see all these problems, they complain all day, they get involved in politics, they don't even do a damn thing about it. It makes me just want to leave and live on a mountaintop and laugh and say, bye, I tried. I'll leave a legacy with my videos and books I'm writing. I haven't even completed the books yet, but I have started them. There's already enough books on the topic. You could just get books on direct democracy and piece it together yourself. But I need to write my own books. So that is happening. I did use AI to help me with a book the other day, but it's really, it's not as good as it could be if I put my own effort into it. So that all just takes time. But, I don't need to worry about that. What I need to do is launch these projects that allow us to monetize, allow us to profit from solving the problems. That to me is the future. That's creativity that makes a difference. I used to be an artist. I was a musician. I still do a little music on the side. Graphic artist. It's that other right side of my brain that is very creative. So I'm able to see things from a perspective and solve problems that other people can't. And I need to share that with others and empower people with that knowledge. So for all you viewers out there, and I see your numbers out there, but you're silent. I don't see you reaching out to me on X like you should. The community is very important. We need people to reach out and ask, how can I play a role? What can I do to establish myself? Maybe you just need to understand how you can profit. Well, I'll share with you some amazing DeFi info so you can profit this bull market if you get involved. If you join the Yin Yang DAO, I have a real focus, like right in the first level. When you get in, you invite 3 people, you're getting access to some amazing AI cryptos that I am certain are going to just boom. Even right away, I was getting out some free information about a top AI crypto you can get on the SONIC blockchain. And these AI cryptos are going to be insane. So I'm building a whole portfolio of AI cryptos, under cap, large cap, all the mid cap, good stuff. And then there's a lot of other utility projects. DPIN is going to be huge. You can't ignore DPIN. It's functional crypto for the world. It's insane how undervalued it is right now. And DPIN cryptos are not doing that great in general at this moment because people are kind of shifting the focus. They're getting back into meme coins and things like this. There's going to be some meme coin pumps, but I like the utilities that solve problems in the world, like Lyft and Up. That's why I'm dedicated to building them. Not just because I can profit, because they solve real problems. The economic lift's going to help all the charities. You know how it started? I was creating my own nonprofit for tree planting. Okay, for real. And they reached out to me saying, we can help you fundraise. All you have to do is share our program with your supporters, and every time they shop, you'll get a donation. I said, amazing. Problem is, I don't have any supporters. I need funding. I need like some growth to actually get out there and get supporters for my tree planting nonprofit. And I decided I was going to help them. I said, your idea is so good. I want to help you here in Clearwater. And we're going to go get those businesses. I got 3 amazing charities. I got over a dozen businesses, amazing nonprofits. The Clearwater Humane Society, all the dog and cat lovers. There's like 60,000 people in Clearwater that, or at least part of that Humane Society from the surrounding area. There was a Clearwater High School. The vice principal is all about it. And then there was an aquarium, Winter the Dolphin, famous Disney movie. They got behind it. We have a proven model that businesses want. Now it's a matter of launching the blockchain, launching all these, facilitating all these services together for entrepreneurs so they can profit, and then going out there and developing our territory, which I'm going to be doing here in Tucson, and then in Florida, because we already have all the businesses lined up. We already know most of them are still there, and they're going to sign up, no problem, because they've already agreed to it. It's going to be huge. So I'll be doing some marketing to them as well in the meantime, see if I can get some community built out there. But I have a lot to do. Anyways, love you all. Thanks for being here. I hope that you find some inspiration, some insight, some knowledge from this. Please leave comments, share the social media. It's the only way it can grow. I don't really have much community, and I need community. I'm offering value. Further value I'm offering for those that need it. I haven't built it out yet, but Kung Fu lessons. I start people learning stance training exercises with drills for the body and mobility and upper body as well. Postures for combat, teaching that. I had my friends in Nigeria that support the project. Poor kids in Nigeria that understand direct democracy. They had a political science class. One of them had a book on direct democracy, how it could be the future. Nigeria is in a state of military chaos right now. Doesn't have a stable government. They want it. And when I hear idiot Americans, I'm just saying, that say, sorry, it's too complicated. I don't understand. I don't even know what you're doing. You're a mind slave if you can't understand simple civics, political sciences, that there's different types of ways that we can get involved. And I've been explaining it to you with the exact articulate language required to understand it as a human being. If you can't understand it, you need to stop the fluoridation of your water. You need to, I'm just going to go off on a tangent. I will probably get banned. Don't be so dumb, because your idiocracy of not understanding the very crucial means that give us real checks and balances is what allows the elite to stay in power. And that's your own brain power diminishing on your own cognition. You're allowing it to happen when you say, I don't understand. You don't ask questions to try to understand. That's your problem. You don't seek answers by just researching. Ask the GPT. Go. And don't bother me with these. It's almost like I get critical and people leave me like, you're being mean. Well, you're not listening to me, and you're trying to suggest I am unable to articulate and describe something so simple that you, an adult, can understand. Like I'm the stupid one that can't explain things well enough. And that's insulting to me. And I just push those people out of my life. They call me mean because I tell them the truth. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be mean if you actually respected, listened to me, and engaged with me in conversation. Don't act like it's so difficult to understand, then you don't even ask a question, because that you are the one being stupid if you don't ask questions. Questions are the way you learn. You have to draw in information. You can't just talk and never learn from your environment and from things around you. So stop being dumb, ask questions. I always say, this is like my quote to the people not making crypto. The only people not making money in crypto are those who are not asking questions, because you have to ask questions. What is DeFi? How do I get into it? How do I start? Where do I buy crypto from? Various things to just get you on the path. What does it actually mean? What is going on within the code, you might ask, if you want to get technical. And you can receive an answer, but you have to ask questions. Good questions receive good answers. If you don't know how to ask good questions, that's your loss. That you need to start learning how. I really think people need therapy. Go to a GPT, ask it how to become a better human being, because that AI will do a better job than any person around you. Apparently, you get free access to GPT right now, and you're not getting help when you need it from the people around you or therapists. So, good luck. Sorry, a little cynical, because I've pushed out people that I admired, that I valued, that even people that talk about direct democracy and have their own kind of promotions about it, we're not in sync for some reason. And when you ignore crypto, the future of money, you're going to have serious problems in the future. Okay, you're going to see the dollar collapse, all the crypto bros doing very well, because it is the future of money. It's not just a volatile token, it's the future of all money. And stable coins are being recognized. We have a stablecoin focus, recognized. We're capitalizing on a trend that's not going to disappear. And Yin Yang DAO is the first to deliver these kind of stablecoin solutions for our community. It's all based on referrals. The more people we represent, the stronger our network, the more effective we'll be at all of our goals, both economic localization and direct democracy. And all it requires is a referral program. I'm in Arizona, where it takes 250,000 people to put a constitutional amendment on the ballot. Well, I couldn't believe it, but I put the numbers in the math. And if I had just 5 people in my whole network, I could start with a lower number like 2, but 5 people who told 5 more, let's say within a week, who then themselves told 5 more within 1 week. We need a game plan like this. And that process continued. They told 5 more. If this keeps going, within just like 6-7 weeks, within 7 weeks, you're over 2,000 people. You go an 8th week and you're at 10,000 people. You go a 9th week, you're at 50,000 people plus. You go a 10th week and we're already at 250,000 people, meaning that one referral program in my state in Arizona that people adopt, if I go door to door with this concept, which I'm going to have to do, that's enough to reach the critical mass to put any initiative on the ballot. Do you have any comprehension how powerful that is?